Hello and good evening. Oops. Alright, I'm just gonna work on this drawing for a bit to warm up before I start something else. I have my layers here. They are cut off so that we can actually see the whole screen. And I have display capture on so that you can see all these little windows here. Otherwise it wouldn't show them for some reason. That's a sketchbook problem thing maybe. Either way, this is how far I got last night. This was the initial sketch, and it was a redraw of this one from 2020, from Inktober. And I got that far last night, and when I woke up today and was looking at it, I didn't like it. I like this old one, so I'm trying again. Worked a bit like that beforehand. And then I was like, you know what, I should go live. Warm up again after dinner. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Just let me know how I sound. You should be able to hear me a lot better. I'm trying to get used to drawing on this thing and having lo-fi beats in the background. Usually I just have a few songs playing over from my iTunes. But those are copywritten. And I don't know if that means it would go down or what. Although I'm not monetized, so I don't see what the big problem would be other than it being like, you won't make any money. It's like, well, I'm not making any money anyway. So it'll be interesting. This is just a YouTube channel that says it's copyright free, so hopefully it is. And I'm trying to do this with a Bruce Timm's like animated series style from Batman and Justice League Unlimited. So this is my Sith warrior girl. Started it with, I think, on Omar's channel the other night, or it was on Dawn's. I can't remember now which night it was. That's how great my memory is. And they were doing Sith, Star Wars, not even Sith, but Star Wars Barbarians, which turned out to be Sith. And I was like, I kind of have that in the Old Republic game. I have a Sith female who's the warrior class, which is basically the tank. So I figured I'd go back to an old Inktober and just give it another shot. But I don't know. Never know how it's gonna turn out. It's inspired by one of her outfits, so it's not a complete thing, otherwise it would be too detailed, and I like simplifying things. And every once in a while you might see me accidentally like hit this before hitting that, or accidentally hitting the zoom when I mean to hit this, so that will happen. I don't know if it's because it's sticky or if it's just because I suck at this, but it is what it is. Although I should look for something that is copyright free and a little different. This is probably, I've heard this song way too many times now. I thought their 12-hour stream would have like a 3-hour loop. Maybe it does, I don't know. Maybe I've just picked a place where it loops when I load it up. Okay, the idea is that she's holding her hand forward. This is the old one, and it's based off of an old Justice League, let's see, screen capture. Let's copy the image, bring it over, and see if I can't paste it. There she is. Look at her. Beautiful Wonder Woman from Gods and Monsters. I actually liked that film. A lot of people probably didn't, but I enjoyed it just because it was Bruce Timm's style and it was a different take. She's one of the new gods, so I liked that. And she's got red hair. What's not to love? The thing is that it's pencil lining, so I'm not sure if I should go for the full. It was an Inktober drawing. Maybe I shouldn't worry too much. Hers is pushed more. Her hips are probably back here, and her torso is probably right there. Well, you got the Okay, let's just get rid of that and get rid of that. And since mine is a bit different because she's supposed to be doing a force push, and I did originally have her arm forward, which is kind of true, but when I posed it with this little female model figure, it doesn't really look like you can do that, because I was trying to see how it would look. So I don't know, I'll have to try it to see if I can't get it behind. So if that's true, then I gotta estimate where her neck would be, right? So her neck's there and the back of her head's here. The cranium goes up there, right? This would be the forehead section. And that means you would have those bones going to around here, but I gotta try and do the foreshortening. That's the problem, is getting foreshortening. If this is the wrist, I don't know. That's the problem, because technically her hand is not going forward to here. It's going kind of forward and across her chest. That's the difference. And that's why this one, I mean, that one's okay. It's not great though. You can tell I had trouble here. Sorry, let's see. Here. Oh, still not on the right layer. Tap it. There we go. Right there. That's what I had trouble with. So this would be her hand. I would maybe, if I could, would it be like this? That's what it looked like I thought out. And I had trouble here, like I always do. And hers is a little different, okay, than what I got going on now. There we go. Looked like I had enough. And I moved it up so much higher. And how's this one go? Yeah. That's really bad, even if I flip the image. Oh, uh-oh, we might crash. Yep, there we go. Not to worry, I didn't really lose anything. I like the free version of this way better, but it doesn't want to read. No, I don't, because you'll change the canvas size, which is not good. Well, I guess it's not too bad. Open recent. Let's see if that's right. Okay, so I didn't really lose anything. See? Okay. I don't know if I should have that there. It should be in her face, because that's technically what the doll does. And it is slanted, so maybe I can do something like that. There we go. Maybe I should cut it on another layer. That way I don't have to worry about it. Because I did do that there too. But yeah, that might work. Let's see what we can do. Oop, I lost something else. There we go. I lost my swatches. They were on another monitor. Oh, wrong color. What's going on? Let's try this. Yeah, really small. And I know it's not going to be true Bruce Timm style, as the Clone Wars miniseries has this kind of thing they do with their fingers. The very tips. And if it is an Inktober, and she does wear dark gloves, these will be black. I gotta focus more on the silhouette. Oh, come on. Control Z. Thank you. Am I on the right layer? Yes, I am. That will happen a lot with me, too. as a fellow hobbyist. Okay. Her thumb is probably too big. Keep it simple, stupids. Since we are going to be coloring this all black, I should fill it in for the sketch. And hopefully after I feel confident enough with drawing, I should go back to my commissions. Don't know if I should share it here or not. I've been sharing the other one, which is fine. I haven't had any complaints. Haven't been given any NDAs, but I would like to respect their privacy as much as possible. This is not a commission, this is mine. I'm just trying to warm up again after dinner. I had to lay down. I had my asthma attack, or whatever the doctors think it is, which I don't know. So all I can do right now is take my blood pressure, my oxygen levels, and record it when I'm having it, see if there's a difference, and when I feel better, to record it again. So I laid down for an hour. Seems to have dropped. The blood pressure, the oxygen levels seems to have, a little bit, but they seem pretty normal. If that's what they say, those numbers are normal. Okay, so in the original here, she's wearing a glove, which is true, she's wearing a glove. But, how am I going to do it here? Let's get a different color. Maybe it would be something like that. Question is how would then the rest of her arm go? That's why I did that way. Let's flip it, because it's not going to be the same as the little female figure I have posed out, but it should give me an idea. Problem is that, like my eyes, if I focus on the main part, which will be the head and the torso area, then technically my eye actually makes her hand and her arm fuzzy, as well as her back arm here. So it'll be interesting to see, because I'm going to experiment. I'm thinking, gonna draw it all, right? Her torso, her head, this part here, I want one layer. I'm gonna try on after it's all done, separate that, draw that on its own layer, have this on its own layer. So 3 parts total when it's finished. And then bring it into Canva, just because Canva's free. Not free. I mean, it is, but I have a paid account, and it's just easier for me to use something I know, import it there, and maybe have it blur out these 2 parts so that it does focus on this. It'll be interesting to play with, I think. So maybe I shouldn't worry too much, but I want it to be right either way. And I am an amateur, a hobbyist, so I'm not professional, so have to be real with myself here. Okay, so what it does, that's the problem, is that the little model figure can only do so much, because technically the human body is elevating this bone structure here, and it's pushing back that one there. So her neck would be here. And that would be the chest area, and then her breasts, as they do, fall here. And the torso might be back there. So her shoulder would be right here. Maybe you wouldn't be able to see it. Oh shoot, she's a cyborg. She has cyborg parts. I should get a screenshot of her. She's an old design, I forgot. Alright, you're gonna see me away for a moment here. You're not gonna say anything for the moment. Hey, Saboteur, how are you? Oh, why did a message get retracted? What happened there? I just saw that. Well, I don't know where I saved her design. Let's see. No, that's miscellaneous. Let's check my references. Ooh, I actually saved some of the Justice League animated model sheets. That's interesting. I forgot I had done that. They're small and old. Let's see. And I have screen grabs. Okay. That's neat. I didn't realize I had it on this computer. Thought I deleted all that stuff. Let's see. Oh, there's Star Wars Online. Let's see here. Screen captures, but do I have my character saved? Temma. I seem to have Temma. Her name is now Red Her from the comic. Red Hood and the Outlaws. Okay, so that's her Acolyte stuff. Okay, let's see here. I took a lot of screenshots for there. Oh, I found it. I found the outfit sheet and then I dyed it later. Let's see. Can I copy it just here? Copy. Oh, you hear me now. Was I muted the whole time? I may have accidentally had mute because I have really bad indigestion today. Come on, bring it up. Oh, my mouse wasn't over there. Let's see. Here she is. This is her. I don't picture her small though. They always like just completely obliterate the chest. And I know it's because she's technically a bodybuilder version. But because I'm like, for me, I was like, I understand the Force, you know, is pretty strong. But I'm like, if she's going to be a Sith warrior, I figured, you know, in their universe, in the Old Republic, she'd be training like 24/7 and probably like on enhancers, hence the cyborg stuff. So I was like, yeah, no, if she's going to be a warrior class, she's at least got to look the part. But if I'm like a sage, I go with the cute body figure, which is... Or the curvy body. I love the curvy body. It's great. It's like a Marilyn Monroe curvy body. It's technically quote-unquote the fat body. It's not. She's just thick. It's very pretty. You see a lot of the teeny tiny bodies and a lot of the curvy bodies running around. Okay, and that one she wasn't wearing much though. Thought I had one with shoulder pads. Maybe I didn't. I don't see any. So I named her Artemis as well. But in the game, when they updated it last year, I think, they allowed you to rename your characters. So now she's officially called Red Her. It's great. Oh, well, it says I'm not muted, so yeah, it says I'm good, and it looks like the desktop audio is not as high, so the music shouldn't be too loud. Yeah, okay. So this is her. Okay. I guess I don't have any other versions. So yeah, I don't think I have this part though. I don't think I included this in my design for her. I just kind of included the neck along with this. But my girl, I like drawing her with actual cleavage. So let's see what we can do. This is going to get real fuzzy, but I don't really need it. I just need it to be in the background. So they go up a third of the way. Gotcha. So technically, what can we do? And she does have that flap there, but I don't know if the cartoon version of her has it, which would be great, but I'm going to have trouble drawing it. Yeah, you can hear me just fine. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Ah, I found a full version of her. It is saved. Oh, copy this image, please. Don't want to have to try and find it. And just paste it. This is the quote-unquote Bruce Timm style. I had the character here, and I was like, okay, there she is there. So yeah, I got rid of the flap there, because technically it looked like it was to be a jacket or something like that in the game. It just creates a whole bunch of stuff. I just kind of like, nah, she's a regular pants and shirt kind of gal. So let's see what we can't do here. And let's just go back to erase the things I was doing. How are your drawings coming along, Salvatore? Your stuff is great. I see little clippets here and there. Okay. Okay. I really like your style too. It's fantastic. Okay. And then maybe that. And then maybe that. The problem is since I have no reference, I'm trying to break this down in my head. Because like I said, the reference isn't true. It would look completely different. And the picture I did say it was based off of was Bruce Timm's Justice League Unlimited Wonder Woman shot, which is, they simplified it and it looks great. But her helmet kind of gets in the way. I'm not sure. Gotta remember that I need to flip it. So that this is, I need to make sure I write right and left. Otherwise I'll forget which way it's supposed to be. Tomorrow we're going to be streaming Baldur's Gate 3. Well, I won't be. I'll be on with my friend on his Rumble channel. It's been in hiatus with us for a while. Okay, so maybe you'd see the bottom of this right here. Maybe you'd see the bottom of that around here. And since that part's all black, it would just be colored in. And maybe I could color this part like that. I don't know if this will look right. I may have bitten off more than I can chew. Alright, so the drawing they have of her, they actually have it cut in. Oops. I'm too far away and I'm not used to blue. For some reason I have a hard time seeing in blue. Okay, so her. And I am doing round. I'm not doing my flat versions. I gotta make sure I remember that. I have a bad habit of making things flat. I'll do something like this. Right? And color that in, and then the hand would be like this. Can't do that though. This is not that kind of style. Okay, so I don't know if this will be accurate, but we'll give it a shot. And maybe to keep the line simple, unlike there. Oh, theirs is pretty simple too. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. her gloves. Do I see them in the... they're too dark. Well, let's just do this. Usually, oh, there we go. We can see what they look like. They're just simple gloves. Okay, with a little V cut and then a little metal piece underneath. That's the arm guard, officially in the game. I do feel like this would pop out, right? Because in the game, that's just one mesh, and it's just a texture base. So, I'm pretty sure I just gave her gloves without the arm guard. Turn. Thank you. Don't know why I have so much trouble with that. I know it would go down here. Black on black, because I gotta work out the whites after. And I don't know what her lightsaber actually looks like anymore. I've changed it so much. So let's just give her a basic one. Oh shoot, that would be the hilt, because technically she's holding it backwards. Which she would when she's running. They hold it out and to their side. Okay, so... Nope. There we go. Is that right? I don't know. I think so, yeah. Would you even see that though? Would that be too far down? Because it needs to be long enough as well. Because I'm thinking if it's two-handed, it might end up here. And hers does flare out a bit. And I always draw them detached with a large bulb end. And I straighten it out down there. But that's neither here nor there. Alright. Oh. You can see what I did. Look what layer it's on. X, V, delete. Bye-bye. Go up, and merge. Okay, good. Oops. Okay, I don't know. I don't think that's how it would be. Because you can't see where her shoulder is in the drawing, the original screenshot, because of her helmet. Okay. She's just wearing a simple ponytail. Well, let's merge it. Let's see how it looks compared to the old one. Oh yeah, much better. Whoop! Bye-bye. Alright, let's go save as. See if it brings it up. See, my Inktober. My last one was Ricky Rat. 2020. Version 27, just in case the file gets corrupt. Always do that. This isn't the greatest of programs in terms of things, but I like it because of its simplicity. I should shut up. You're live. If I can just get the lines going, see where to bring it next. Okay, that would be like that. There. She's got long fingers. Then again, so do they in the Star Wars, Clone Wars miniseries. Now. I'm guessing. I don't have reference. Sorry. So, just learning. I am a hobbyist. My apologies. I wonder if you would see that. I mean, you would see the rest of her arm, right? Yeah. Got to figure it out. I mean, I know she's muscular too, that's the problem. How's he looking? Am I too close to see anything? I think I figured it out. bit different. That was the problem. This is why I might just not get anywhere today with it. Or I might not even finish it, because I'm not in the right skill set yet. I'm not strong enough in my not skilled enough. Because technically if she's really pushing forward, then that's there, right? And that one goes back there. Her head might, if I'm doing it that way, her head's down into her chest, I understand that. Which it wouldn't be. It would be up and out and completely stretched, which it kind of looks like it is there. I mean, you can see all the mistakes and all that. But I do want to learn. So let's see where this goes. We're not going to hit all the muscles, right? But if that's where the bicep would be, and if that's where the back part would be, this turns down there. That'd be where the little armpit would be, right? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not confident right now. And her head, would it be like this? See, I don't know. Would it be more onward, straightward there? Not looking down? I don't know. And if it is, would it look right? Looking forward, because could it be under there? No, it wouldn't. It'd be under maybe the shoulder. But now it looks wrong. Right? So I'm not good at foreshortening, even with the model. Because there's things that are true and things that are pleasing. Things that you cheat, and then things that you need to make sure are correct. That's the problem. That's my problem. I don't understand. Because the way she's running is ridiculous, but that's what the pose is. It keeps moving because she's not on a stand. That's the problem. Because I don't have my little wrench, as I say, my little screwdriver to fix it. Oh, there goes her head. I'm sorry, darling. Your head fell off your model and it got pushed back into the back. So now I don't have a head. Okay. I need to get my little tweezers, and those are next door. The problem is that this is a model. It only bends so many ways. Okay. I do understand one thing. Her arm would be this way, where the center is. So technically that would be like that. Those muscles, somewhat. And if I'm looking straight on, it should be a little raised. Can I cheat you? Can I use this? Do I have a pen in here? Ooh. I have my little scissors. I might be able to get it out of this model. Success! Come here, you little pin. I need to put the head back on. I need to get my stand out too, so I can place her properly. Alright. What I'll have to do fall off. That at least looks better. Okay, well, if I were to do it exactly as it was, I don't know, maybe I could do it. Maybe I could just do a test and see. Okay. Let's use a lighter color. That's there. No, it's in the back. Goes to the back. Goes across. There's where the neck would be. Right? It does this though, because the doll actually cuts out here. That's a problem. So here is where they have some of the inward muscle of the first part of the arm. It pops out there. And here. And then technically here's where the wrist is. Can I zoom out with just one hand without losing it? Spacebar, please. Now I'm just overthinking it. And I want to figure it out, guys. I want to learn. Be somebody who knows what they're doing. That's the hand, even though it's really small. We'll just do this. Boop, boop, boop. There's the ballpoint, and then there's where the other one starts. But the way it is like this, because I can't move the shoulder up like it does in the thing. And then from there. Ah, that's the way it looks. Something like that, anyway. My eye's making it hard. Because I'm seeing both eyes with my eye. But if I try to draw along the contour, my eye corrects itself. And I'm no longer seeing it. This is where I probably should have plugged in my camera. You would have seen me staring at this doll. And unfortunately, I don't have any makeup on and I don't want you to run away in horror, although there aren't very many viewers. Oh, hell there! Are you still there? I didn't even... Why does my chat not go off to let me know when people are there? That sucks. Well, if you want to see the horror that is, bleh, see if I can get it working. Alright. Are you gonna turn on? Nope, it just has the last one. For some reason, it has the last one. Can I refresh you? Here, let's try something. I'm gonna go to be right back. Okay, we're at be right back. Oops, sorry, I'm touching the mic, Alright, if I go back to Sketchbook Pro... I guess not. I thought if I plugged it in, do I have a button? No, I might have to add another capture device. Well, let's try it. Let's go source. Let's see. Capture video, add. Capture device. Maybe create new. Let's go add one. Seems it's bringing, oh no, it's bringing up the integrated webcam. I'm gonna drop down. That's OBS, and let's go USB. Hello? There! I think we got it. It's trying. It's trying. There we go. See, this is what I'm staring at, like this. So that's the problem. Okay. Oof. and it needs to be resized. Let's just delete the old one. Thank you. We'll bring that down. And shrink it. Try and keep it as square as possible. I'll have to do. I'm washed out. Does it work better if I do this? I'm still washed out in places too. What the heck? Well, let's try this. Turning that off. That'll have to do. Okay, the ring light is off at the Razor. I love Razor. They always put things on clearance. Everything was over half off. Yay! Years ago. I don't know about now. There we go. So now you can actually see my struggles. You're doing this. Those kinds of things. Okay. And see how she is? It's ridiculous. She's completely, I mean, in life, ridiculous. But it's fun because it's very pushed. So I'm trying to get this to work. And there is no autofocus, otherwise it would be autofocusing all the time. Sorry. So I'm gonna try. That's not right. I'm sorry, my little Artemis. My poor Artemis. Okay, that's where they would be naturally. How am I going to... And this is where the model becomes a problem, because the model doesn't have any collarbone to move, right? If I'm doing this, you can't even see it, right? But my whole shoulder is moving forward, and the collarbone moves forward, and my shoulder moves up closer to my ear, which would be happening a little bit more. But since this is cartoony as well, and I actually don't have a neck, I have really massive, disgusting jowls. Is one thing I've never liked about myself. But
and I actually don't have a neck.
Her head is stretched out there. That's what I'm trying to get.
Disgusting jowls is one thing I've never liked about
little
myself.
part right
But
there. It's oop oop
her head
oop.
is stretched out there. That's what I'm trying to get.
There, right there.
There.
So, and I have to cheat it as well,
Yeah, right there.
which makes
So,
it hard
and I
to
have
make
to
what
cheat it.
decisions to do.
As well.
Because in my mind's eye,
Which
she's a
makes it hard
cyborg
to make good
with
decisions to
cybernetic
do.
parts, not implants. The game
'Cause
treats
in
her
my
with
mind's eye,
implants.
She's a cyborg.
My idea is
with
that
cybernetic
since Star Wars
parts,
likes to
not
cut off a
implants,
lot of
the game
limbs,
treats her with
and I don't
implants.
actually have them in the
My
game
idea is that
because it's expensive because they're Darth Vaders, I would have her technically put another layer on. I would have her technically with these parts cybernetic so that her arms are stronger because she is a woman. Even with her cybernetics and her, chemical enhancements, she would still be weaker than a Sith warrior. So in my version, I just did it something simple like this. Hello. Like that, right? Which was fun. I liked it. But I'm also up to designing things new. And that's not the right one either. But the Inktovers, I was trying to think what it was. I kept wanting to say Star Wars. And it crashed. I don't know why. For some reason, it really does not like Pro. I'm tempted to just go back to my old drawing tablet. I've never had the free version they had years ago crash Autodesk when it was still Autodesk. For whatever reason. So, well, I'm not doing anything, so let's go yes. And this is the problem with restoring in mouse, get back on the right monitor. There we go. This is the problem with Sketchbook. Just Sketchbook, even Autodesk when they owned it. It restored where I left off, but if I was further along, like doing my lines and my color, look at the image sizes. It's at 100 resolution. It's not good. So technically, I need to not do that because it was at 3000. It doesn't need to be massive, right? But it was at 300 DPI. So Let's just go okay. And go save as. Because it's been a while. Yeah, I didn't even, yeah. Oh, it's even going back to Ricky Rat. That's interesting. That is why I've been saving a lot more often in increments as well. Because this used to happen when I was working on old school Maya in college. Okay, there we go. Delete. Come on, bring it up. Bring what I'm looking for. Okay. It's gonna have to do. Technically, her butt. See, this is why I need my stand. Now she's just doing this. Okay. Wee! That's pretty good. Her belly is showing. Okay. We got a little bit here. Oh, you're not what I want. There we go. That's the color I want. Thank you. Here we go. And then technically her belly's down there. Like, just completely open. So, I gotta think about that. And you can't even see her crotch. It's just... It just goes down. And it's not as bent like mine is. So, technically... It's wrong. This would go down straight, right? And then so would her hips. But I did the angle because I thought it looked nice. But maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot because of it. Oh, look what I'm doing here. On the wrong layer again. Whoop! X. Oh, this doesn't matter. Okay, let's put you just completely and lock you. Thank you. X and V. This is a good way for me to not draw on the wrong layers. I just lock the transparency, because that way it won't draw on the screen when I'm on the wrong layer. Perfect. Get rid of 12. Bring up the old one. Yeah. Okay, my poor girl. I'm making this more complicated. But it at least looks a little more believable. And I might actually be able to get something there. Might. I mean, what would it? Would it be more slanted? Would that work? I don't know, guys. If there are anybody there. You can technically see this too. That's the problem. But then I got the thing with my eyes, right? If I close one, close the other, it's not a true lens. I'm seeing a little differently. I am trying. Because this is where... No, yeah. Well, it does have a little turn to it. This is probably as far as I'm gonna go. I probably won't get any further. Because I do gotta get going on the other one. That's the problem. Maybe it does need to be further out. I don't know. Because then there's where the end of it would be, and there's where the head would be. Oh, look, she's going to be headless for a while. Oh, my darling girl.
There's where the end of it would be, and there's where the head
My sweet
would be.
little thing. See, look how easy that is. Look at that. I mean, that's not the same pose, but it's the same idea. Her hands going forward. That one took no time at all. And this one I kind of stuck true a little closer to the screenshot of the cartoon drawing I was using.
And this one
I'm trying to
kind of stuck true a little
see what I can do myself with the same idea I had.
Cartoon drawing I was using.
And yes, well, your boobs do droop a little. She's wearing a top that pushes them in and up a bit just for support. You know, you're a Sith warrior, and you don't want them just jiggling around. That hurts.
That pushes them in and up a bit to support.
It hurts.
You know, a Sith. You're a Sith warrior.
She likes feeling
And you don't
sexy,
want
but
them
she
just
also
jiggling
likes
around. That hurts. It hurts.
to not hurt herself all the time.
She likes feeling sexy,
She does
but
have
she
that
also likes
thought. Even in this design, even though it's technically a weird metal,
to not hurt
it's
herself
still
all the
there.
time. And she does have that thought. Even in
Although
this
I don't know what
design,
this is
even
supposed
though
to
it's
be.
technically
That's
a weird
weird.
metal, it's still there. Although I don't know what this is supposed to be. That's weird.
Well, I'm just gonna have to have it, and there goes her hand. I don't need that part right there. I can never get it done right anyway. Keeps wanting to follow up for tiny little wrist joint.
Well, I'm just gonna have to have it, and there goes her hand. I don't need that part right there. I can never get it done right anyway. Keeps wanting to follow up for tiny little wrist joint.
I have really bad heartburn. I should not have eaten dinner. Rice and meatballs was the dinner, and I should not have had that because it causes massive heartburn. Let's save as. Save, I mean. I'm gonna be sitting up all night doing absolutely nothing.
It causes massive heartburn. Let's save as. Save, I mean.
Hey, one gun. Oh, I just posted it. Now, Helder, I appreciate you. I don't know when you say that. Oh, I just gotta look up more. I don't know why it has happened even without streaming. I'm getting rather hot. Give me a moment. There. Let me find the program. There we go. We're back.
Oh, we're back.
I had a heated blanket on.
I had a heated blanket on.
I wasn't feeling well.
Because I wasn't feeling well.
So I took it off. Finally warmed up in here.
Finally warmed up
But
in here.
the problem I have with Sketchbook, it's the Sketchbook Pro thing. Because Sketchbook, when it was Autodesk, while it did happen, not nearly as often as this one did.
Not nearly as often as this one did.
It's interesting about Photoshop, though.
It's interesting about Photoshop, though.
Yeah. And it's when I'm trying to like do too many things at once and not giving, because this is just great for using a pencil. Okay, pencil's a pencil. I don't have 50 million menus to learn. If I want to create some curved lines, I can either use this tool that kind of curves them for me, right? Or I can grab the French curve tool, right? And everything's, what is it? Where did it go? There's a French curve tool, right? And I'm supposed to be able to filter through them. So, and then there's the circle tool. The ellipse, you can create an ellipse or a circle. You got your round curve. Let's see here. I've never used this. This is new to Sketchbook itself. It was not on the Autodesk version. Oh, that's interesting. That's very useful. Can that? Oh my goodness! You can create your own curve lines. I like that. And then you can flip it. Very nice. And then there's just a straight up ruler. So there are those things, right? It's meant to be that way. I don't know what this is. Auto hide UI. Like what? Is there a timer? I don't know what that one is. And there's that one there. Color pluck. Oh, can I have my own? No, I can't. It just keeps the things swatches separately, completely. The other one you could add them to the bottom of the color wheel tool. I still like that. And again, like I said, I'm having problems. Because technically I can see this part of her hip, and then the part of her butt goes down into her leg. But I can't see her crotch. It goes like her crotch is completely straight on at the viewer if you were to go behind her. And that's why Bruce Timm has a simple way of drawing these poses. But I actually don't know them because I've only ever seen the finished products. I've never seen his sketch phases. And technically hers is cheated too. Because yes, I would think that her leg would be stretched out technically when she's running. But is this the goofy cartoon run? It's kind of like the Naruto run, except with one arm forward, doing a force push. Because you can't do that. In the game, you can force push or pull depending on your class, and I think the warrior class at one point had that, but now it's just force choke, which is great because it stops the enemy from doing what they're doing. It's an instant stop. And yeah, I am drawing one gun. I'm sorry, I don't know if you're still there. But we gotta cheat this as well and keep it simple, stupid, right? Yay, I'm doing things. Alright, I'm gonna have to call this quits, I think. I do gotta work on a commission. So, it's probably not gonna look the same as I have envisioned. And then we have the dreaded mirror canvas. Ah! My goodness, my poor girl. Your boobs are hanging. They're supposed to be supported. Darling, please. Oops, there's the lips too again. I wonder if this will work. It's repeating it. I've already been drawing for too long that the music's repeating. Oh, she's kind of running sideways. See, this is what I mean. I love... go away. I love this one. I love it so much. It's so much energy. I love it, and it's simplified. But there's this problem right here. Because technically, again, in the screen capture, her arm is actually doing this. Going down and across. And her... like that. So, that's what it's doing. I made it hard on myself. But I do love that original pose. I just can't get it to work. I'm making it too hard on myself. You guys should probably have a good night. You take care.